Hello there, my name is Harry, doing another TF2 gameplay commentary. I'm going to be talking about the new quick fix, as I like to call it, the fixed quick fix. The fixed quick fix. Yeah, so basically, in the new patch, this thing now has a 50% overheal, which is amazing. It's exactly what it needed, because I'm so happy, because I love the mechanic of this weapon. The mechanic of this is one of my favorite things. I don't know, if you know anything about me, I love doing things real fast in video games. I love going fast, I love moving fast, I love doing things fast. So when I first saw this weapon announced, I was like, oh man, that's amazing. You say, heal you, stand back, heal somebody, goes back, you heal them, like out immediately. It takes like 1 second to heal them to full health. It's awesome. And then it sucked. And nobody used this weapon, and when they used this weapon, you got mad at them because you would be doing better if they were using any other medigun. And but now it's viable, which is wonderful. It's still nowhere near as good as the regular minigun. Probably not as good as the Kritzkrieg either, and Vaccinator. Never actually play with that weapon because I don't have it. But I'll do something about the Vaccinator eventually. Trust me, it will happen. But yeah, so I'm really happy. This weapon is a lot of fun to play with, just because you get to go fast. You get to do the healing fast, and you heal a scout, and you go real fast with the scout, and then you get to jump with the people. You're healing a soldier, as you can see at the very beginning of the video. The ability to jump with it let me Uber him right at their gates, which is something you don't normally expect to see. That your medics aren't allowed up there in that area, but they're allowed there with the quick fix, and that's awesome. It's like, I love all the ways in TF2 where you can kind of cheat yourself into various situations. I mean, it went goddamn crazy once NG's got sentry jumping, but originally the original strategy for that one was you would build a dispenser like right there, and then you would jump up and you'd build a sentry at their spawn door or whatever. I remember that strat playing out like so many times. It's just so cool how in TF2 you can do all these random things that let you just cheat areas. And that guy, that was pretty neat. He shoots a cannonball into a wall to launch himself, I think, which doesn't launch me, which is interesting. That's a way you can, I guess, launch yourself without launching your medic. But also, side note, during this commentary, I'm going to be talking to my mic and not realizing that the mic is off. So when you see my little eye in the bottom right-hand corner, imagine that I'm thinking I'm helping out my team, when in reality I'm talking to myself in my room, much like I'm doing now, actually, though. Hopefully, yes, my mic is on. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've started these things without even turning my mic on, or that one time when I literally just forgot to open Audacity. But anyway, so we're point B on Gravel Pit, they're capping point A. Gravel Pit is Gravel Pit, you hang out on B, and then they cap A, and then they try and cap B, and then you hopefully hold them off on B, because B is so much easier to hold than A. But that means, oh, thank God for that. I did not know that guy's a spy. I would have healed him right up. Thank you, Mr. Soldier, there for spy checking for me. That was very helpful indeed. And again, I know the spy's been using dead ring, so I've been watching out. Clearly, this is a spy. I figured he'd be dead by now, but nope. If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Out come the needles to needle him to death, needly, weedly, and we're having a good time. Again, it's just the occasional spy coming in. Like, we're just waiting around here in Gravel Pit. Gravel Pit involves a lot of waiting, which is fine, especially as a medic. It's totally fine once we get my goddamn Ubers up, and whoop, that's the weird part of the quick fix. Sometimes, I wish you could, like, turn it off. You press U or something, and suddenly you can jump with the people, and then you can't jump with the people, because when you're not doing that, suddenly the guy you're healing jumps away, and you're just like, whoa, where'd that come from? Like, suddenly I'm riding these raucous waves, bro. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, so thankfully we take out this medic heavy pair. No, we don't. They Ubered, so I'm basically just waiting for their Uber to run out before popping an Uber of my own. Clearly that is a spy. I don't want him messing with our sentry, so I activate his dead ringer for him like the nice guy that I am. So again, I get to overheal people slightly, which is amazing. It's just so good now. It's not good. Don't think it's overpowered. Don't think it's even particularly amazing, but it's just viable. And that's absolutely wonderful. I love it. I love things like that, When somebody sees something, it's like it's like a gimmicky strategy, or it's like a random stupid combo or something, right? And you look at it and you're like, man, I want that to work. It looks cool, and it'd be flashy and interesting, and I want to be able to do it, but it's just not viable. And then like, you know what? Here's the piece. Here's what you need to be able to make this weird, janky thing cool. And then he tries to jump there for me, but the moment my heal boom runs out, so that's kind of sad. And then they did that. They gave us this overheal, which means that this weapon is totally usable now, and it's amazing. And the best part, I feel, is that it's gonna cut down the amount of times I get mad in TF2. I've talked about that, how there are times I thought that was so positive this guy was a spy, because he was playing Demoman earlier, so I was like, oh man, this like Serial man, he's a spy. Serial is spy confirmed for Serial. But then it wasn't. Turns out that he just did that thing that people do occasionally in TF2 where you just switch classes. So now there's a spy, and that made me real sad, because then, I basically wasted my Uber there. But, I got to heal myself up. I love that aspect of the Uber too, how it's like a different way of making yourself invincible and protecting yourself, because The thing about the crit streak that's really tough is that you can't pop it to get yourself out of trouble, right? That was one of the most important things about the regular medigun is that if you're in trouble, you can like scaredy pop, and you can't do that with a crit streak. You have to rely entirely on the damage output. But with this gun, the quick fix, you totally can do that. You know, you pop it and then you heal up in about 1 second. You're still gonna get busted up by a crit rocket. It doesn't protect you from that. So we have a demo man on the roof, so I'm getting way out of there. That is one of the single most important things about Gravel Pit. It's like the most important thing in TF2 that everybody forgets and nobody does occasionally is just the roof on Gravel Pit. Like you'll go for like people will be trying, there'll be 3 pushes into the point and then nothing's gonna happen. Whoa, where'd that come from? Crit rocket out of nowhere. But there'll be like a whole bunch of pushes into the point and just nobody will know what's going on. Like red just smashes in the face all the time and then like wait a minute, blue team goes, wait, we can jump on the roof, can't we? And then they just jump on the roof and then they take the point. Like everyone just forgets. And it's amazing. And so they've taken B, you know, that was the end of that push. Basically, the medic dying is a big deal. I'm not saying I was anchoring the team, but medic dying is a big deal and stuff. I think I might have been the only medic at this point, so don't even manage to get the Uber saw there, so that's sad. But I die, and then the rest of my team dies, and as you can see, they had finally figured out the roof strategy, so they ended up taking the points. Now we're on C. C is, oh my god, I love Gravel Pit so much. It's one of my favorite maps in the whole game. It's just a total blast to play, despite, like, sometimes if you're playing Scout, you know, you can hang out on A and kind of ditch the whole defend B, only B all day, you know, Fox only Final Destination strategy that most people have on Gravel Pit. But, yeah, sometimes you don't. And then there's this obvious spy, so he gets a taste of the old saw. I get an achievement, go me. Still getting achievements in this game, it's pretty interesting. And so I'm taking this quick break here to talk about some things that aren't the gameplay. I'm just gonna be healing men here on Gravel Pit, and you're having a good time. That heavy die. I don't know. I'm taking a break. So I'm addressing things. So first of all, one thing that a long time ago, I record these like well in advance, which is really sad because it means that I don't get to comment questions as early as I'd like. So one guy was like, hey, you ever going to play with subs? The answer is yes. At literally any time, doesn't matter, add me on Steam, I don't care, I want to play with you, it's fun, I like playing TF2, and TF2 is even more fun when you're playing with people you know, even if you only know them through a comment they left you on the internet. But so yeah, definitely, easily, add me on Steam and play TF2 with me. I would absolutely love that. It'd be a lot of fun. And also, I kind of want to talk about EVO, which I just finished watching. Oh, it was so much fun. Even if you don't know anything about fighting games, just pick up a tournament and go watch some. I watched all of the Melee from EVO, which was so much fun. I love Melee. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It like basically defined my childhood. I'm like the second generation of gamer, you know? Like I grew up with Smash Bros. Melee, not Smash Bros. 1. You know, I grew up with Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, not Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, and Crystal and Gold and stuff. Like, I'm Generation 2, so being able to watch this incredible Melee tournament is, like, the best thing I've ever seen. And I watched one, I think, 2 years ago, and, like, all the same people return. It's like, oh, man, this is so cool. Like, I get to recognize all the names, I get to see all my old friends. But, so yeah, Melee EVO was totally hype, and then, oh, there I am. So now getting back to the gameplay again, there was my scaredy pop. I got hit by a floor nade, and so I went down to like no health. You know, could have taken one scout just to come in and give me a chip shot, and I would have died. So I popped just to heal myself and get myself out of trouble. Especially the thing about the quick fix, the speed. It's so fast. It goes up so fast. It charges, and you're like, yes, like I get to just Uber and heal and dodge and Uber and heal, and it's just like Ubers everywhere. And look how fast my charge bar goes up. It's amazing. I love this weapon. This is one of my favorite weapons in the game. I love playing Medic. Medic's in my top 3 classes. I don't know why most people aren't like that. I've always felt that I was weird that way. But I love playing Medic. I love the strategy of being able to run around in Uber. I love dodging in games. You know, there was this game on like what is it? Armor Games. Probably other sites as well. It was just called Dodge. It was like, oh my god, this is the game for me. And so I played it. It's a flash game. It's built around dodging things, and I played it for like 8 hours straight. I just like couldn't put it down because I love that. I love games that where like one of the central focuses, the central mechanic is around dodging, and that's one of the reasons I love playing Medic so much, because it's all about dodging. And anyway, that's the end of the round. Playing Medic here in Gravel Pit, top fragging with 31 points. I had a great time. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Harry, and I'll see you later. Subscribe to my channel for more TF2 videos. Hey, just a quick add-on that I just totally missed out because I checked the patch notes after making the video, which is unbelievably stupid. But turns out, before the patch, you could not pop the quick fix Uber unless you were healing someone. and now you can pop it just by yourself, which is amazing. I talk about in the video how it's really important to be able to scaredy pop and heal yourself and get yourself out of situations. And I mean, most of the time, the bad situations are when you're not going to have any teammates around, but now you can save yourself and heal yourself up in those, and so that's an incredibly great buff and incredibly useful, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't talk about it in the video, but that's why I'm adding this. So anyway, thanks and goodbye. My name's Harry, and I'm out.